Python is a general purpose programming language. Why it is a general purpose programming language? If I want to introduce C for you or else Java for you, I'll say C is a procedure oriented programming language. If I want to introduce Java for you, I'll say Java is a object oriented programming language. But when it comes to the Python, I'm saying Python is a general purpose programming language. Why? Because if you consider Python you can use to develop mobile applications. As of now, it's not very famous, but you have a Kiwi module where it will use it to develop mobile applications. You can use Python to develop web applications. You can use Python to develop. You can use Python to develop standalone applications, desktop application, kind of MS Office applications you can develop using Python. Python is used in networking. You can use Python networking protocols. You can use Python. Python is used in game development. Python is used in animations. These are all simple terms. I hope you are able to understand. Python is used in IoT, Internet of Things. Python is used in web scraping. Web scraping, there will be a project for you on web scraping. Python is used in data science. Data science, artificial intelligence, computer vision, NLP, machine learning, deep learning, all this comes under one tree. You can use all these things, you can use Python. I'll give you very much clarity, don't worry. Python is used for testing. Python started like a scripting language. You can use Python for a scripting purpose. So difference between programming language and scripting. Programming language is to create entire application, whereas scripting, in a particular task you want to do it, you can use that as a scripting language. Okay, so Python is a general purpose programming language. You can use Python to develop any kind of an application. Okay, so that is the reason definitely once you learn Python, you can have a very good career in IT in any domain. It can be web development, you can learn a framework, you can learn a Django framework, and you can move towards the web development. You can learn some of the libraries like scikit-learn, NumPy, Pandas. You can move into data science and AI. You can go for testing, you can go for game development. So once you learn Python, you can shape your career so wherever the way you want. So Python is a general purpose programming language. You can use Python to develop wide variety of applications. Okay, I hope it's very clear to everyone. It's a general purpose programming language, and this is my first point. Please kindly write it on the notes. Okay, so when people say I'm learning Python, few people they think it's a new programming language, but it is not a new programming language. It came before Java. In 1990s only, Python came into existence. But why it is famous in 2020s? Why people are talking about Python in 2020s? In last few minutes, you're going to understand. Okay, Python is not a new programming language. It came before Java. Okay, so like let's before starting Python, let's say thanks to the founder, like or the creator of Python. Okay, we'll say thanks to him and we'll start the, or else I'll say founder, creator, you can use anything. Okay, so this fellow, okay, Guido Van Dosen, just say thanks to him before starting. So this fellow, he created this very good programming language. Okay, so Python, it came before Java, but currently it is trending. I'll tell you why it is trending. Okay, I hope you got some clarity. It's not a new programming language, and it's a general purpose. You can use Python for multiple things. Okay, next. So I hope you're all completely beginners. Okay, I'm assuming you're completely new. Like few of you maybe are aware of Python programming language already, but currently I'm assuming every one of you new. So when you're trying to learn any new programming language, okay, so whether it may be C or Java or Python, you have to be aware of what are the features of it, what are the characteristics of that programming language. Okay, so when it comes to Python features, first one, Python is easy and simple. Python is easy and simple. I know it's very good point to start. Many of you feeling happy. Python is easy and simple. But what way Python is easy and simple? Okay, it's easy and simple. The writing and reading of the code in Python is very simple when you compare with other programming languages. I know you people still don't believe me. Okay, like I'll prove that Python is very simple when you compare with other programming languages. Concentrate everyone. I'll compare with C, Java and Python, and I'll prove you that Python is much simple when you compare with other programming languages. Okay. So I'm just taking online compilers. I'm taking. Okay. Why? Because I don't want to install like C or Java softwares into my system. So like I don't have those then. So I'm taking online compilers. I'll prove that when you compare with C, Java, okay, Python is much simple. Okay, you can see I'm just taking this online compilers. From the same website I'm taking, so that to compare it will be very easy for me. Okay, so I'm assuming you're completely new to programming. If you already aware of Java, okay, for you it is easy. But I'm assuming you're completely new to programming. Okay, in C language, if you want to write hello world, okay, you have to use hash include, int main, printf, at indication a separate block, a curly braces. Okay, if you are a new beginner, definitely you feel it not easy. Okay, when it comes to the Java, in Java also, if you want to write, in Java also, if you want to write hello world, you have to use public static, public class main, public static void main, string args, system dot out dot. You can see. If you already into Java, for you it is easy. But I am talking about the people who are completely new to programming. Okay, so definitely it's not easy. Excuse me. Straight away, if you are interested to learn C or Java, okay. When it comes to the Python, if you want to print hello world, you can see simply you can say print hello world. Automatically, hello world will be printed. Okay, so what I want to tell you people is I'm not against to C or Java. Okay, I'm telling you when you compare with C or Java, Python is very simple. And C or Java has its own advantages. But for you to learn a programming language, if you're not aware of any programming language, you can straight away learn Python as your first programming language. No doubt in that. Why? Because many people they'll ask me, sir, I'm not aware of C. I'm not aware of Java. Can I learn Python? Straight away you can learn Python. And one thing is definitely correct. If you are having a knowledge of any other programming language, learning a new programming language will be easy. Okay, straight away, irrespective of your background, whatever your background you came from, you can start learning Python very easily. Is it okay? start learning Python from day one. My first feature I just want to give you is Python is very simple and easy. The writing and reading of the code in Python is very simple. Okay, so that is few things I just want to confirm you. So I hope you got some clarity. Why? Because many people, they'll ask me, sir, I don't know any other programming language. Can I learn? You can learn. And few people texted me, sir, I'm a non-IT background. Please make sure I understand the concepts. I promise them you'll understand. Okay, hope everyone is understanding. Okay, so I just want to take a chat for a few minutes. Okay, so please confirm me, guys. I'll just open the chat box. Hope you're able to understand. Yes? Yes, everything is okay. Fine. Right. Thank you. Right. So I given you very important, very basic introduction is completed. Thank you. Next. Second point. Python is open source. Python is open source. Python is open source programming language. What do you mean by open source? What do you mean by open source? Open source, it's available for free of cost. The source code is also available for free of cost. I can download Python. I can develop applications, but I don't need to pay any money to anyone. It's available for free of cost. Okay, so definitely production cost will be less. That is also an advantage of Python. Everyone can contribute. Okay, so Python is open source programming language. Everyone can use it. Next, Python is platform independent. Python is platform independent. What do you mean by platform independent? Once you written Python program in Mac, you can execute the same Python program in Windows. You can execute the same program in Linux. Python does not depends on what platform you're using. Okay, Python is platform independent. Python does not depends on what operating system you're using. Is it clear? Next. Python is dynamically typed. Python is dynamically typed. What does it mean? Okay. So if you're completely new to programming, just concentrate. In C or Java, if you want to define a variable, let's take A is a variable and it is storing the value 10. Okay. This A, you have to define what type of data it is. Everything we are going to see it practically, guys. Just bear with me for 5 more minutes. Let me complete first and last theoretical part. Okay, so that we can get into hands-on. In C or Java, when you want to define a variable, you have to define with mentioning what type of data it is. If you want to define 1.5, you have to define what type of data it is. But when it comes to the Python, in Python, you can define the data directly. A is equal to 5. Automatically, Python will read that 5 as an int data type. You are not going to mention what type of data it is. Okay. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Every time you mentioning the data type, every time you mentioning a variable, you're defining a variable, you don't need to define what type of data it is. It's available. Okay. It's available for free of cost. It's a platform independent. It's simple and easy. And it's a dynamically typed programming language. Okay. So these are all features These are all what exactly Python programming language is. It give you overall clarity what exactly it is. Okay, next. Python is extensible, and at the same time, Python is embedded. Python is extensible, Python is embedded. Okay, it means, for example, if there are 100 lines of Python code, if it is there, okay, so you written some 100 lines of Python code, you written. Okay, you need one functionality you need, which you're not able to do within this 100 lines. Then you can have C or Java code into this Python code. You can complete that functionality. Python is extensible. Python can extend the support to other programming languages. And at the same time, Python is embedded. It means, for example, let's take one more example. Like you have 1,000 lines of Java code you have. You written that 1,000 lines of Java code. You need certain functionality which you're not able to do it in Java. Then you can add Python code into that and you can complete that functionality. Python can take the help from other programming languages. Python can give the help to other programming languages. You have different flavors of Python like Cython, Jython. You have different flavors you have where you can get the benefits of two programming languages combinedly. Okay, so that is one very important point. And now, very important point. This is the main reason why we are discussing about Python. Use libraries. Python is having use libraries. When I say libraries, tools, Python is having huge number of tools. Okay. Why? Because like when it is open source, different people from different parts of the world will contribute to Python. Okay, so that is the reason Python programming language, like the development in Python is like every day huge number of libraries getting added into the Python. I'll show you. Okay, let's see how fast Python is developing. You get some idea. You can see here. So this is a Python package index. You can see at this current time also, you can see there will be huge development in Python. You can see last 5 minutes also a new, like 3 new libraries got added into Python. You can see there. Okay. In last 6 minutes, last 10 minutes, you can see if you consider today, there will be hundreds of libraries are getting added into the Python. Okay, Python is having huge set of libraries. This is the biggest reason for Python to get into the trend. Okay, I'll give you more clarity on this. And currently, if you consider what is the latest buzzword, what everyone is talking about in 2024, generative AI, right? Okay, so artificial intelligence is trending in 2024. Okay, so can anyone tell me when does this artificial intelligence started? When does the term AI started? AI started in 1950s only. But why in 2024 you are seeing a lot of breakthroughs? Why? What is an artificial intelligence? Okay, so artificial intelligence is what? Whatever human being can do, if the same capability, if machine gets, Okay. If it replicates the human brain, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. I'll explain within one example. For example, if there is a fire here, human being will not go into the fire. Why? Because the human has already some experience that fire is going to hurt him. Okay, human beings are going to learn from the experience. But when it comes to the machines learns with some data. Huge amount of data has to give to the machine, okay, so that that machine learns from the data. But in 1950s, data is not available. And at the same time, when you have huge amount of data, okay, that processing power, that computing power must be high, which is not available in 1950s. But when it comes to the 2024, because of internet, you are generating because of geo, okay, because of free GBs of data, what you are getting, huge amount of data is generating every day. So data is available. At the same time, due to the development of cloud computing, that computing power is also available. So generative AI or data science is getting into the trend because of the available amount of data. Generative AI or artificial intelligence, data science, all this uses Python. Why? Python has the libraries which are suitable for data science and AI. You talk about NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, all these libraries which are used for data science, to implement data science, are available in Python. So that is the reason 2024 Python is the most trending programming language. And this is the correct time for you to learn Python, irrespective of your background, if your goal is to get into the IT industry. I hope you got all the reasons to learn Python. Please confirm me, guys. I hope every one of you understand what is the reason for you to learn Python. I hope it's very clear. Please confirm me. Okay. Right. Interesting, guys. You're able to understand. Theoretical part is completed. Theoretical part is completed. I hope it's very interesting. Right? I'm just checking your messages. Everyone is confirming. You're all good. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. You're able to understand my language. You're able to understand my English. Very good. Okay. I hope you're able to understand my concepts. Very happy. Let's continue. Let's continue. Right. Right. You got some idea about Python. So what we need to do? This is the theoretical part. Theoretical part is completed. Let's come into the practical. Okay. I told you it's completely hands-on. So what we need to do first? So we need to install Python software. We need to install Python software so that we can start code, okay, from today onwards. Okay. Let's start installing Python software in your systems. Remember, if you don't have laptop with you, after explanation for the people who have laptop, I'll get back to you. So if you have laptop with you immediately, okay, in your browser, okay, just type Python download or python.org. Okay, python.org. This is the official website where we can download Python software. If you're using Linux, you don't need to install. If you're using Windows or Mac, you can select. If you are a Windows user, like most of the people, I hope you're all Windows users. Okay, just select downloads. always download stable release. Okay. Download the stable release. See, stable release, Feb 6. Okay. And always download Windows installer. Depends on your bit. What bit operating system you're using, either 32-bit or 64-bit, whichever operating system you're using, download that bit. Mine is 64-bit operating system. Just download 64-bit. If you're not aware, just get into the control panel and there you can find out in the system, about system, you can see that what bit operating system you're using. Okay, just download this file. I'm downloading the 64-bit. Okay. If you observe, this kind of a file will be downloaded in your system. Just click on it. Click on it. Okay. You get this page. Remember, you have to check this box. You have to check this box. Okay. You have to check this box. Right? Click that. Now, next, click on install now. Okay. It will install. Automatically path will set if you tick that box. Just do it. Installation is very simple. Kindly do it immediately. Why? Because we have to practice basic fundamentals of Python today. It will install in few minutes. So kindly start installing in your system immediately. It will install in 1 or 2 minutes. Kindly do it immediately. Everything, whatever we are going to discuss, will be completely hands-on. I need everyone to practice along with me. Kindly install immediately. One more time before installing. Python.org. Get into this website. Go to downloads, Windows, and go for the stable release. Select Windows installer, either 32-bit or 64-bit, depends on your operating system. Okay. So once you click on that path, once you click on install now, it will install. You get set up for successful. Once you get set up for successful, just open the command prompt. Just open the command prompt. Okay. After opening the command prompt, just type Python. Okay. It says what version of Python you install, it will show you. Okay. If you get this, it means you did installation correctly. Once this installation is completed, just open IDLE. Okay. You can see IDLE, when you type, there will be a kind of application will be installed in your system. When you open that, you get this kind of a shell. Okay. You can see if you want to change this color, you can do it from here. You can, whatever you want it, you can change the theme and all. Okay. So this is the shell. Okay. And this IDLE, okay, whatever this IDLE, it is coming with Python software. We are not using any other editors. Okay. I'm feeling everyone is learning Python for the first time. Okay. Start writing code, everything by your own. Start writing from the scratch. Once you got some idea about Python, once you are able to write the programs, next you can go for any other editors. But you start with Python basic IDLE. Okay. This is the shell. You can straight away, you can write the code programs from here, and you can after writing a line, you can execute. Otherwise, if you want to write like 10 lines of code, if you want to execute one, you can write it in a file. Okay, you can save that file .py extension. Okay, so automatically it will save as Python files. If you want, you can just if not that, just you have to keep it like .py extension. Is it clear? So everyone start writing the code. Okay, I hope everyone install in your system. I hope every one of you installed in your system. I already given you enough time. Okay, so everyone install in your system. I hope everyone is installed or installing, right? So if you don't have laptop with you, if you're not aware, if you don't have laptop with you, now don't trouble your parents immediately. Okay, so kindly open your smartphone. In your smartphone, if you're a iOS or Android, for example, if you're an Android user, you have PyDroid. You can download that. Okay, you have Solo Learn. You can download that. You have QPython OL. You can download that. And even you can also download Dhaapps mobile application also, which is available in Android and iOS also. But Android, all the features we launched. In Dhaapps mobile application also, you can start coding Python. It's under construction. Okay. Is it clear? Right? So no excuses. Anyhow, you can start learning Python. And you can use online compilers, you can use. Whatever you need, whatever the way you want to practice, you can start practicing. Okay. You have laptop, still you don't want to install. Okay. So in our application also, in our website also, you can start practicing Python. No excuses. You can anyhow, you can learn Python. Okay. Right. I hope installation is completed and you are all ready to start learning Python. You understood what exactly Python programming language? You got some idea when you know how to compare. Okay, so you got some idea. Python is very simple. You can straight away, you can start learning Python. Okay, so now when you're learning a programming language, you must be aware of fundamentals. You must be aware of fundamentals. Okay, let's start learning fundamentals in next half an hour. So you have to be aware of identifier. You have to be aware of identifier. What do you mean by identifier? So in a program, in any program, you consider Python, C, Java, whatever the program you take. In a program, you are going to find variables. Okay. You're going to find functions. You're going to find classes, methods. Okay. Maybe currently it's very difficult for me to make you understand what is a function, what is a class, what is a method. But I can make you understand what is a variable. Identifier can be a name given to a variable or a function or a class or a method. It means variables are one type of an identifier. Okay. So you must be aware of how to define a variable. You have to follow all the rules. So straight away, just open the shell. Okay. When you're trying to define a variable, for example, you're defining with A. Okay. So usually we'll give the relevant names. But as we are beginners, we'll use with some alphabets. When you're trying to define a variable, you can define with English alphabet. A is equal to 10, you can define it. You can combine letters also, you can combine with alphabets. You can use underscore symbol, you can use, and only underscore symbol also you can define. You can use and you can define a variable. But what you cannot use, everyone write it as a point, how to define a variable. You can define the variable using alphabet. You can combine with numbers and alphabet. You can combine with underscore. Just kindly just practice, write a notes and practice. What you cannot use, you cannot define a variable or an identifier or a class or a method or a function with special symbols. You cannot use special symbols while defining. Okay. And at the same time, you can use alphabet and numbers, but you cannot use number and alphabet. You cannot start with number. These are all very important points you have to learn. If you don't learn immediately, you get syntax errors. Okay. And at the same time, when you are defining a variable, make sure that whatever capital letters you are taking will be different from small letters. Both will be treated as two different objects. In Python, everything we consider as an object. Okay, so what is an object? Maybe it's currently you don't understand, but just try to understand. A, capital A and small a will be treated as two different entities. Okay, these are all the rules you have to follow. And one more rule you have to follow, you cannot use keyword as a variable. So now what is a keyword? You cannot use keyword as a variable. But what is a keyword? These keywords are some reserved words. These keywords are some reserved table. You cannot sit on the table. Why? Because one fellow, he already booked the table. Similarly, reserved words means there's already that words has some meaning. Okay. For example, don't worry what is this or all. You'll understand soon. But these are all the keywords are available in this particular version. One interview question, they'll ask you, what version of Python you practiced? You'll say some version. And they'll ask you how many keywords are available in that particular version. So make sure you are aware of how many keywords are available in that particular version. Okay. So now pass is a keyword. I cannot use pass. I cannot use pass as a variable. You can see pass is equal to some number. If I try to define, it won't take. Why? Because pass is already considered as some reserved word which already has some meaning. So what is the meaning of pass? That you'll understand in the coming days. Got it? So you cannot use keyword. These are all the roots. These are all the roots to define a identifier or a variable. I hope you're writing the notes. Okay. Next. Keywords and rules to define identifiers comes under fundamentals only. Next. Comments. Now what are these comments? Okay, comments. So now, my dear people, comments are also very basic fundamental you have to be aware of. Whatever the code you are writing, okay, whatever the code you are writing, that code has to understand to the fellow developers. Why? Because hundreds of people will work together. Okay. So, and you're not guaranteed that you work in that project in the entire life. Okay. Maybe we may die, the project will continue, right? So whatever the code you written, that code has to very clear to other developers for later who are going to join in that company. So how you can do that? So whatever the code you're written, you have to give some comments. For example, I'll make it very clear. Don't worry. For example, you're defining a variable. You're defining a is equal to 10. You're defining b is equal to 20. Okay. So now when you're trying to define them, I took a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. I'm just adding those two variables. I get some answer. You can the same thing. I'll give some comments. I'll give some explanation to this a variable. Okay. For example, I'll say this is my first variable. I'm just explaining that variable. Okay. If I want to give a single line comment, I have to give using hash. Right? You can see next. I'll say this is my second variable. I'll say this is the sum. Okay. I'm writing some comments. But it won't affect anything anyhow in this in the output. You can see. These are all the comments. So whatever the code we written, that if you want to make, if you want to understand, if you want to make sure that other fellow understands, you have to write the code, write the comments. Okay. So single line comment, you can happily write it with a hash. What if you want to write a multi-line comment? I want to explain paragraphs and you can take multiple hashes. That is okay. But if I want to explain in a better way, what I can do? I can take triple quotes. This is my multi-line comment. You can see? You can see? There will be no change in the output. There will be no change in the output. If you want to give single line comment, give hash. Multi-line comment, give strings. Okay. I hope it's very clear. These are all fundamentals. I just want to check. I hope everything is clear. And if you are watching this video in the YouTube, kindly, if you have any kind of a doubt, you can comment there. Okay, I or my team will try to reply your comments. Don't worry. Okay, you can just comment yours. Comment the feedback. Sir, I'm able to understand. I did not understand. So whatever your review is there, kindly just comment there. Okay, so that we will understand. And at the same time, that will be very useful for me to take the feedback from you. Okay, I just opening the chat box here also. The live, you're all coming. You all came to live, right? So this benefit, I just want to do it straight away now itself. Okay, just please confirm me. Any questions you have so far? Any questions? Everything is okay. You're able to understand, guys. Happy? Happy so far? Happy so far? Please confirm me. Yes? Everything is superb, right? Right. Thank you. Right. If you want to give multi-line comment, you have to use triple quotes. That's it. Okay. Triple quotes. Hash is single line. Triple quotes you have to give. People are asking PyCharm and all. Just wait for a few days. Okay. You are all babies, LKG fellows. Not even LKG, you're in nursery. Let me start teaching you alphabets first. Okay, don't sleep. I don't make you sleep. Okay. Right. I hope everyone is very clear. Right? Yes. Yes, Akshay. Just you can give it like this. No space. And people are asking me where is run option. Like, see, again, I'm telling you, when you click on this IDLE, okay, you get shell. When you click on file, when you click on new file, when you write some code, okay, so here you can get the run option. Many people, they'll ask me, right, everyone? I hope it's very clear. Okay, so today, whatever we learned, I'll give the quick recap. And after that, I'll explain you what are the things you're going to learn. Okay, as it is first day, maybe few people while attending this class, maybe you face some issue. Extremely sorry. You can find this recording immediately in the YouTube channel. I'll upload it. You can watch it there and you can share the key feedback. I'll reply you. I'll provide the notes. I'll give you the materials. Don't worry. And it's completely a free course, guys. No one will ask you money. Okay, so whatever the 11 days we committed, whatever the syllabus we are going to discuss, it's completely free of cost. Okay, fine. Let me give you what exactly you're going to learn in this 11 days classes. Concentrate everyone. I already given you, but in detail I'll explain you. First of all, it's a free course. Okay. If the reason for you, if you are attending this course only for the certificate, just kindly leave immediately. Okay. Is it clear? If your reason is only certificate, you can leave. If your reason is, I want to get some knowledge, I want to learn Python programming, I'm not understanding what to do, I don't have money to invest on me, this is perfect course for you. Definitely with this course, you can start learning. Definitely you can get the chance to get into the IT industry. Okay, that is 100% sure. But you have to take this course to the next level. You have to practice. I'll teach you from the basics, which has started. I given you the introduction, fundamentals. Next, I'll be teaching you data types. I'll be teaching you operators. I'll be teaching you. After this, I'll start control flow statements. Control flow statements or flow control. In this, we have conditional statements. Conditional statements. If else, nested if else. Next, we have loops. We have while loop. We have for loop. Next, we have transfer statements, break, continue, pass. We have this control flow statements. After this, I'll start discussing about functions. After functions, advanced functions. Lambda functions I'll discuss. After that, I'll discuss modules. Packages I'll discuss. Okay. After this, we'll implement one simple application, or we can say project. We'll implement. After that, I'll start teaching you object-oriented programming principles. OOPS concepts I'll teach you. After completing OOPS concepts, very important concept, exception handling I'll teach you. Next, I'll teach you file handling I'll teach you. After this, I'll teach you web scraping. And we will be scraping the data from any Amazon, any website, will be scrapping. So completely whatever important for you, okay, you can compare with any institute who is charging the fees. The content will be same. Maybe they'll add 3 to 4 concepts more. That's it. But okay, but on the second duration, whatever I'm planning, okay, so whatever the concepts I given you, all the concepts will be covered. Okay, so you may ask me, sir, why you are giving it for free? Like, why? Because we want to promote ourselves. If I satisfy you in this free course, whenever we start any paid course, okay, whenever we start any further courses, you may show interest. So that is the only reason. Okay. I hope you got it. So nothing else, right? It's a kind of a promotion strategy where you'll get to know about us, how I am going to teach, how my platform looks like, how we are treating students. Everything you get to know with this free course. Right? You got to know some very important basic fundamental foundation you got, and some fundamentals also you got. Okay. So now we'll start learning, we'll continue the fundamentals. We'll start learning one more very important concept, operators. I'll discuss few operators in today's session. After that, few more operators tomorrow. Additional to the operators, tomorrow I'll complete data types also. I'll complete. Okay, operators. Again, this is also very basic fundamental. Let's start with arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator. I hope everyone from the second class, you all did arithmetic operations or arithmetic calculations you did in your mathematics. What arithmetic operators? What it is include? Plus, minus, multiplication, modular division, floor division, normal division, floor division, exponent. All this will be included. You may ask me, sir, why this all used? Why? Because like you have an ATM, there will be an application. Okay, in your account, you have 10,000 rupees, you withdraw 5,000. If you next again, you go and check balance, there will be an arithmetic operation. Whatever the balance you have, previous balance will be subtracted, whatever the withdrawal amount, and then give you balance. Operating, some operations is happening, which is nothing but an arithmetic operation only, right? Okay, let's see. All these operators are very simple concepts, guys. You can understand very easily. Okay. Like suppose I'm just taking two variables. I'm just applying those operators. So A plus B. I just want to do addition. I can do subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division. What is the difference between division and floor division? Division operation will give you entire value, but when it comes to the floor division, only integer part will print. And modular division, so it will give you remainder, guys. Okay, so when A divides with B, when B divides with A, what will be the remainder? That will be given. And A power, you can give it in this way. A power B, exponent operator, you can get it. Okay, these are all arithmetic operators. Next we have next operator, relational or comparison operator. Relational or comparison operator. In relational or comparison operator, you're going to compare two values. If you want to compare two values, you can use relational or comparison operators. Okay. So for example, you consider A is equal to 10. You consider B is equal to 20. When you have these two variables, when you want to compare A or B, which is greater? Okay. I can say A is less than B. Less than. I can say B is greater than A. Greater than. A is less than or equal to. A is greater than or equal to. A is equal to equal to. A is not equal to. All these comes under relational or comparison operators. Relational or comparison operators. Let's see. Let's see. Check. A is equal to, I'm just taking these variables. Okay, A less than B, I'm comparing. A greater than B, if it is correct, you will get true. A less than or equal to B, A greater than or equal to B, A equal to B, you're comparing whether A and B are equal or not. A not equal to B, all these are simple concepts, guys. If you just practice along with me, it's enough. You have to be aware of. For example, you have to compare. Okay, when I discuss control flow statements, then I'll be using this relational operators. That time you get some clarity why exactly we are using this. Okay, relational operators. Next. Now, A is equal to 10. Okay, A is equal to 10. We have started using A is equal to 10 from starting. What is this equal to? Okay, A is equal to 10. What you're doing here? This 10 value you're assigning to this variable A. This equal to is an assignment operator. Third operator is what? Assignment operator. Assignment operator. Equal to will comes under assignment operator. Next. So task for you is assignment operator will work with arithmetic operator. Okay. So now you take A is equal to 10. You can combine arithmetic operator and assignment operator. You can combine all the assignment operator with arithmetic operators and you can see. I'll explain this. A is equal to 10 and you can give in this way. What is this? A plus equal to 20. I'll show it practically, don't worry. What is happening here? You're assigning to it A again and you are adding 20 to that variable. Both you are doing. Okay. Similar way, I want you to apply all the arithmetic operators. I want you to apply for assignment operator and see how it is going to work. Okay, we'll see. For example, you are defining a value A is equal to some variable you given. A is equal to some variable you given. Okay, you are adding, you can see, now if you check A value, A is equal to 55. I hope it's very clear. Assignment operator. Assignment operator. Next, we have logical operators. I'm expecting everyone, you are writing a notes, kindly write a notes, guys. Logical operators. Next, logical operators, you have to be aware of and, or. How many of you are aware of truth tables, guys? This logical operators is used to find the resultant of between two conditions. So again, when I explain control flow statements, I'll be using this logical operators. At that time, you get some clarity. So, but I'll make it very clear. If you have to know about this logical operators, you have to be aware of truth tables. Truth tables you must be aware. Okay. And or. Now, when it comes to and truth table, when it will become true? If you're using and, if first condition is true and second condition is true, then resultant will be true. If first condition is true, second condition is false, resultant will be false. First condition is false, second condition is true, resultant will be false. Both the conditions are false, resultant will be false. So, and if you are trying to use between two conditions, the resultant will become true if both the conditions are true. If same thing, if you are applying for R, if first condition is true, second condition is true, resultant will be true. If two first condition, second condition is false, then it will be true. You can see, then also it will be true. If both are false, then only it will become false. Okay, for example, if you want to prove you have three numbers, you have A is equal to 10, you have B is equal to 20, you have C is equal to 30. You want to find the resultant of this three, which is greater. If you want to prove that C is greater, if C is greater than 3, if C is the greatest of all the three, what you need to prove? You have to prove that C is greater than A, and at the same time, you have to prove that C is greater than B. If two conditions are true, then only the whole condition will become true. You can see. Then C will be greater. If you write it like A greater than B and A greater than C, both the conditions are false, the resultant will be false. Okay, when it comes to the R, B greater than A, if you apply R in between, if at least one condition is correct, the resultant will be correct. You can check. You can see there, B greater than A, it will become true. Okay. And you can also have not to true. Not to true will give you not false. Not false will give you not to true. Okay. When I combine this operators concept with control flow statements, where we write certain conditions, then you'll get real maza of this concept. Okay. But this is a fundamental concept, I need to discuss with you. I hope it's very clear. Everyone, operators, and we have bitwise operators, we have identity operator, we have membership operator, which we are going to discuss in the next session. Okay, as of this first day, I just want to take the feedback, how it went. Okay, I'll take the feedback from the comments also. I will be uploading this session video. I'll be uploading in our YouTube channel. Okay, you can find it there, and the